Okay, all right. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. So sometimes dreams come true. Sometimes dreams do come true. And yeah, yeah. So I just flew the Hubsan Mini SE, and it was able to follow the, what do you call that thing? ARMA infraction. The ARMA infraction. And boy, was that a beautiful thing to watch. The drone only lost it like one time, and I was just doing my best to make sure that it would lose it. And it was because I was doing some funny like turns and stuff, and going as fast as I could, and then turning in zigzags, and eventually it did lose it. But boy was it good at keeping up with the drone. So both vehicles did a fantastic job. Again, can't believe how far we've come with technology. You can get these two things quite affordably these days. I'm not saying cheap, because cheap means like $50 and stuff like that. We're talking about closer to the 200s and 300s of dollars. You can get something like the Hubsan Mini SE, and you can get something like the ARMA infraction. Anyway, lots of good things, lots of good features have been implemented in the ARMA, and the ARMA infraction now allows you in the Spectrum remote to install like the more, cheaper batteries as well, like some of the ones that are slightly like fatter batteries, the AA's and stuff that are rechargeable, now fit in the remote. So they've listened there. I was very annoying and pointed out that the granite voltage ARMA came with a not so good wrench. In this ARMA version, they have a really nice metal wrench that works very well, so it did not strip the hex on it as it did in previous times. So a lot of the things that I've completely roasted the company on have been fixed, and that is something that is always amazing to say, especially when I can't say this anymore. I used to be able to say, well, ARMA is the company that makes all the cars and whatever that will cost you an ARMA and a Lega. I can't say that anymore, because now they've made it affordable. They've made it affordable. So they've really listened. They've really listened to all the annoying naysayers, to all the pesky, conniving sons of a guns like me, and they've gone and done some things to fix everything. So now I've got nothing else to say. It's gonna be a boring thing. Whenever I sit in front of the camera and I talk about ARMA, I'm gonna be boring again. So I'm gonna have nothing negative to say. Anyway, thought I'd point that out. Earlier I was reading a book. I said I was going to read this too, so it's not fair if I don't read something from this book. So I'm back for that. And then read a couple of pages. I'm going to have to go home, because otherwise I won't be able to make it to do Real Flight today. So, and I do want to do that, because that's another awesome thing. And so I don't want to break my, my habit, my good habit of going through that every single day. So anyway, here we go. I think last time we got to, I can't remember if it was, see, this is why I said I'm going to stop it there, maybe at page 30. So I'm hoping that this here is the correct page to continue from. I'm hoping that's the case. Anyway, we're going to talk about the Fujian province, including the White Lotus Temple of Wencheng Village. So it says in the left picture, author sits in front of the Walam Temple in 1982, it's a long time ago, which was known for having Nengmoy and her students' historical footprint. Right pick, sketch of what Nengmoy might have looked like. There we go. You guys can take a quick look at that. It's a beautiful book. I'm going to try to get the shadow away from the thing so you can see it better. Let's see what else. These temples hid a chain of secrets, networks for rebels belonging to the anti-Qing government rebel party. So they had these kind of networks of, what is it? Hit a chain of secret rebels belongs to the, I'm guessing tunnels and things that you could use to get around the Qing government rebel party. It has also been passed down how a pharmaceutical company owner in the Fujian province, Nung Yikfei, obtained his top-selling stomach discomfort medicine from Ningmui. So I guess he plagiarized her. He stole her recipe. Today, it is one of the two public theories regarding the origin of the medicine. When Ningmui escaped from the destruction of her temple, she was hungry, tired, dirty, and covered with skin rashes. When she went by Mr. Ning's food cart and asked for food, he gave her food without requesting anything in return. Because Ningmui had starved for several days, Ningmui voraciously ate all of Mr. Ning's proffered food from his vending cart. Even though she did not say a word to him or offer any words of gratitude, Mr. Ning did not mind and gave her food whenever she came by. One day she told Mr. Ning that that she was leaving and revealed her identity. To show her gratitude for his kindness, she handed him a secret recipe for relieving stomach discomfort. Oh, okay, so I was wrong completely. She offered this to him for payments, so he did not plagiarize anything. Okay, so that makes sense. The medicine later gained popularity after relieving many soldiers' pain during war and later gained popularity among civilians. As a result, Neng Yikfei and his business became a huge success. In addition, Ningmui stayed for some time at the Ningying Nunnery, which was located in the south of the Pearl River of Guangzhou. Even though Ningmui primarily taught nuns and female students, she occasionally taught a few male martial artists as well. One of these early male successors was a butcher that had a business located in Erlong Street, near the south of Pearl River. I don't know exactly how you say that, so I'm going to show you guys in the book. This butcher was named Jed Fat and was also known as Jed Yo Fat. After he learned the famous Ningmui fist from the Ning Yin Nunnery, Jed Fat taught this rudimentary fist routine to his 5 sons. These sons would later become known as the 5 Tigers of the Jed family. Ningmui also visited and taught a famous female student named April in the Fujian province, where the White Lotus Temple was located. Many nuns at the White Lotus Temple practice Ome Kung Fu, including Desui Kung Fu, ground fighting, grappling. There's drawing of Nun April here. Looks kind of cool and anime. Awesome. The practice of Desui Kung Fu has been documented at various times in Chinese history, including 16 AD, when it was studied by General Chek Gai Quan. Later on, General Chek's assistant, a retired Chinese foreign minister and great martial artist named Chen Yun Jan, who also practiced Desui Kung Fu and Chinese wrestling, moved to Japan to promote stronger cultural bonds and engage in cultural exchange between the countries. There, he published a book on grappling called, or the Complete Book of 10,000 Techniques. Unfortunately, as my Chinese is abysmal, I'm going to have to show you guys, and you guys can read the Chinese yourselves to figure out how you say that. In 1619, Chinese Kung Fu master Chen Yunjian, sorry, I'm butchering all the names, C. Sketch, opened his first jiu-jitsu school in Japan while staying at the residence of a famous Japanese feudal warlord, Tokugawa Yoshinao. Later on, Master Chen's top 3 students, Fukuno Shichihiro Mon and Miura Yojimun, and Izogai Jirozemon, opened their own jiu-jitsu schools in Japan as well. These schools are still in existence today. These techniques will be explained in my next book. So stay frosty, stay ready for the next book. It's coming. It's coming. So it says in the left pick, drawing of Chen Yuan Zhen. Right pick, Chen Yuan Zhen also introduced his flower arrangement art to Japan. And this is the Aomei Wing Chun family tree, which I will attempt to read, but you guys should just check it out yourselves. There we go. And after that, I will stop. So it says, Aomei Wing Chun family tree, origins and lineage of Wing Chun. Taoist, that says Taoist theory Wing Chun. Then it branches off to Nengmoi. From Nengmoi, it goes to Miao Shun. And from there, from Nengmoi, it branches down to what I just said. It goes to the left once to Fukien Nunnery, and it continues on to Canton Nunnery. On the right side, you get Shafa. Below Miao Shun, you get Yim Yi. Oh, and also below Shafa, you got 5 Sha brothers. Okay, so we're going down now from after Miao Shun. We're going to go down to Yim Yi, Ying Wing Chun, Leong Bao Tol, Lu Kam Painted Face. But from Leong Bo Tol, this branches out to the right first to Guo Luo Zhong. And to the left, we have Wang Wao Bo. And to the left further of him, we have Luo Wan Gong, Divine Fist. Ooh, this is pretty complicated. So, from the Wang Wao Bo and the Lum Kam Painted Face, you get a new branch of Feng Xiu Qing, the Bounty Hunter. And on the other side, where we had Luo Wan Gong, Divine Fist, we go down to Fo Bo Chuen, Double Blades, which stems off to Yuan Kai San, Devil's Claw, and also Yuan Chai Wan. Going down from, this is pretty complicated, by the way, from Feng Xiu Qing, the Bounty Hunter, we have a bunch below it. They go Deng Yik, Wu Si, Dong Jik. So this is where it gets kind of complicated. So over all the way to the left, you have Yuan Chai Wan, which stems off to Yoi Choi, Mighty Choi, and below it says many others in Vietnam. So they continued, the Wing Chun continued on in Vietnam. But then we have right below Yuan Kai San, we have Sam Nung, which is one of the most famous ones that we hear a lot when you study under Grandmaster Tom Wong. So there we go. Tom Wong's and many others is at the very bottom, as it says over there, at the very bottom, right there. And then it's a mess on the right. Underneath Dong Jik, we have Chu Zhong Man and Deng Shen, and then Lo Yim Lam, Lo Chil Hun. And then underneath O Si, we have Wei Yi Sheng and Cheng Bo. So anyway, but the ones that we want to focus on are Yuan Kai San lineage, going down to Sam Nung and then to Tom Wong Sifu. Anyway, with that, we will end this live stream. And again, thanks so much for stopping by, guys. Earlier, we did a little bit of Arduino servos. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get on with more of this as we move along to other things too. And I'm going to do a real flight if I still have time. I do need to do a little bit of shopping, and it's gone a little bit long-winded. But before we go, I want to just do my little plug here where I say that should you guys want any of these kinds of 3D printable models, you got a 3D printer and you want to take part in the channel in any way possible by getting these for free, I can send you the files. You can 3D print them yourselves, and you can then even promote them on your own channel should you want to. But all I ask of you in return is to have stones and to send me a clip. It can be as short as 5 seconds, or it can be a bunch of pictures, doesn't really matter, of you guys using your 3D printers to print these out. I've tried this and almost succeeded once with a famous, amazing person that I found here in Irvine, to which I then gave a bunch of 3D prints, 3D printers, not 3D print, just gave them a really cool, one of my favorite 3D printers that does plastics and one that does resins. Anyway, we got close. We got close to be able to do that. It didn't really end up happening in the end, but I'm hopeful for the future. I've been on YouTube for close to 16 years, and maybe this 2023 is going to be the year where something positive happens. Anyway, building this up way too much. If you guys know Harry Potter, you probably will know this. You can print one of these things here, and it prints out magically because I created it in a way that it would print out magically. And I've got this on the channel where I've shown how to do this. It will print very well on pretty much any 3D printer, whether it's resin or plastic. So if you guys like this kind of thing, just let me know. You can get these for free. Thanks to CG Trader. Anyway, with that last plug, I'm going to say goodbye and take care, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.